Hey there YouTube, France Hopper here. It is Thursday, April 17th, and welcome to the Westin, Seattle. It's been a very long time since I've done a room tour at a Westin, and in fact this will be the first since the acquisition by Marriott actually really closed, because I think the last Westin I stayed at was the St. Francis in San Francisco very shortly after the acquisition of Starwood by Marriott. So this is a premium queen room. We are here on the 33rd floor of the South Tower. This is the original tower when this was still known as the Washington, I believe, Plaza Hotel. So this actually didn't open as a Westin, but it is the first hotel to ever have the Westin name. So there's a bit of history to it, which is really neat. We have a nice little view of the harbor down there. Looks like there's probably Port of Seattle over there. Macy's is down there. If we open up this side as well, give you a little bit more of a view. So not too bad at all. I just checked in, so you're basically seeing the room exactly as it was when I checked in. So let's start at the front of the room. We have a nice digital thermostat, which you can switch between Fahrenheit and Celsius. 72 degrees isn't too bad. So the Westin Seattle has two towers. They're both a circle, much like the Space Needle, because it was actually designed by the same architect. So here we are here in 3350. It is a conjoining room option, which is interesting that the door's there, because this is kind of a suite that's got another door here and then a door out into the hall there. So you can make this into like one real big suite. But this is the entrance. As far as security goes, got an older style latch lock, deadbolt, do not disturb sign, and a peephole that looks like it's in good nick. Got a three-way light there that doesn't do terribly much in terms of light, but probably better at night. We have a little dressing mirror here in the front entryway. We have a closet back here with a nice little magnetic light there. Looks like plenty of hangers, a safe, couple drawers. There's your hair dryer and extra toilet paper. These look like they're all clean and in pretty good shape. Got some extra pillows here and a duvet, which is very nice. Feels like a good duvet. These feel like the pretty standard Westin pillows. You do have an ironing board and iron, and a little luggage rack there. This bathroom, I can tell already, is going to be interesting, because that looks quite cozy. Go ahead and close the closet back up. Sort of, I guess that doesn't latch. But here we have the bathroom with definitely a door reminiscent probably of the original hotel. But the bathroom itself, oh yeah, this is cozy. We have a switch that I was about to say does nothing, but apparently is a very slow mirror. That switch definitely does nothing, or is supposed to be the fan, or it might be the shower light. That's also plausible, could barely see it, but you do have a combination bathtub and shower. Looks like the fixtures were fairly, recently replaced, or at least replaced and not original, although Kohler, no, that's fairly good looking. Everything here looks like it's in good shape. You have your Westin Heavenly towels, which all feel pretty good. Your white tea bulk amenities. It's interesting, I guess at one point the rest of them were attached there, and they fell off at one point and are now there. But yeah, Kohler shower head, that looks like it's probably plenty sufficient. You have your Westin branded Heavenly robe. A little bit dirty. Probably doesn't see a whole lot of use. You have your Toto toilet, but no washlet. As far as the sink goes, you have some plastic cups that are nice and wrapped. Some regular old cups with no particular branding on there. Some face towels. Oh, those are nice and soft. That feels very good. Tissue box looks in pretty good shape. A little dusty, but okay. Those feel fine. You got your makeup mirror, which has got a bit of bubbling, but not too bad. Got some screw pops happening there. Toilet paper looks fine. Waste basket under the sink. And of course, Westin white tea amenities with your bar soap and lotion. Water pressure seems decent for how old this tower is. Don't see a sprinkler like that very often anymore, but I'd say bathroom seems to pass. If we head back out into the main room, we do have a pretty good nick there in that little bench, so that's not a terribly great first impression, but the carpet actually looks in much better shape than I was expecting. Doorstop is a little beat up, but that's not too bad. So the main room, we have a decent size desk. I always appreciate when hotels actually still do a little bit of stationery there. So you got a pen and notepad. 2 actual glasses again with no brand that I can see on them. You got an ice bucket with tongs. Everything in there looks clean. Complimentary water. You can actually pick up more waters at the front desk should you need some. You got your Westin workout lending. Scan for room service. This is probably a guide to some of the amenities and such. Yep, ever since Marriott acquired Westin, they've really kind of pushed the sort of fit brand. And of course you have your literature for the Westin store. It's not a Westin without this. And to be fair, Westin kind of pioneered this with the Heavenly bed, which used to be that you could get one at Nordstrom. But yeah, very familiar with the Westin shop. It is done by Hotels at Home, which is now kind of controlling all of the Marriott boutique shops. So you got the Lee Meridian, you've got the Ritz-Carlton shops, all the Marriott properties kind of have one now. I'll put that back in a minute. Down here, you have a teeny tiny telephone guide and some safety information. Put that back again soon. Chair looks pretty okay, you know, a little bit scuffed up, but not too bad. It does look like it is adjustable. Yep, that still adjusts. Under the desk, looks nice and clean. On the desk we have a light here that should have 2 bulbs. Both, I think both of them work. You might not be able to see the second one. Yep, they both work. Outlet on one side there, and another one kind of behind the literature there. Some more outlets down there. Probably a power converter of some sort there. You have your rubbish and recycling bins. You have another chair here next to the windows, and another light. I wonder if this is actually like a chessboard. Okay, nope, it's just a foldable table to expand it. That looks pretty clean and in decent shape. There's a little bit of scratching there, but that's not too terrible. Yep, so that's an expandable table. This light, there's the light. You won't be able to see it with the backlighting, but it works. It's a little dim, but it works. A second chair. the Westin Heavenly Bed with all of the sheets, plenty of pillows, some options there that I'll read through in a hot minute there. I think it's that basically they wash less. Theoretically, these should be different pillows, but they kind of all feel the same. I don't think I got the foam pillows I had requested. Yeah, these are a little bit tired, but they're not too bad. Got some LED spotlights here for reading lights. Let's see if these work. Yep, those look like they'd get plenty bright. This is probably the newest thing in the room, arguably. You have another table here with some USB ports and another outlet. More outlets in the light, so if all of these work, plenty of outlets. Both bulbs working, very good. See, is this an extra stationary thing? No, it looks like it probably served a different purpose at some point, but now it's just an extension. Sheets feel pretty good, about what I would expect for Westin. You know, nothing super fancy like you get with at the Ritz-Carlton, but everything looks to be in good shape. Comfort-wise, it's a bit on the firmer side, but doesn't seem lumpy or anything like that, so that is not too bad. I think that'll do. Some little knickknacks and adjustable shelving there, but plenty of storage if you needed it. Power outlet with USB ports, USB-A, so that probably gives you an indication of when this was last remodeled. Very nice little extra seat here. Oh, some more outlets tucked way down there. Probably not usable, but let's see, how does this feel? Ooh, that sunk right in. That's not bad. TV is an LG. It's got all the promotional stuff currently. And something you don't see very often anymore, but there is a mini bar. And it is a weighted mini bar that reviews of this place are a very mixed opinion on, because it is weighted. So if we can very carefully open up inside, let's see what we got. Typical style coffee maker for a hotel. I don't love those, but they're kind of easier to clean. And at some point probably had something on it. This I would expect is a refrigerator. As I was saying before, I needed to answer a ping from the group that I'm working with here. We do have a mini bar fridge. There's the pricing, plus taxes and fees. Up above, something I haven't seen in a while. Your choice of religious literature should you choose. But yeah, I've settled into the room a little bit now. Took out the laptop, got some things set up, but so far so good. We'll see if those thoughts remain the same by the time I'm done here. I will say these windows let in a lot of the sound from outside. They don't really seem to be double pane, and they're not glazed either, so it is very, very warm in here. I was gonna pull the shades kind of through, but yikes. Yeah, the not blackout shades are in not good shape. But anyway, unless there's a surprise, there you have it. That's a premium queen room at the Westin Seattle. Thanks for watching.